Good afternoon from the BioMarine convention and the pitching sessions. With me, we have Joaquim Macedo Souza. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
From Seafood.
Yes.
Seafood is a company founded in July 2014, early starting, in Aveiro, with an innovative approach to the Portuguese salt marsh aquaculture, namely the production of grooved carpet shell and pulled carpet shell. Joaquim, why Aveiro?
Well, basically because it's the right place to start a company regarding aquaculture. You know that Portuguese marine estuarine ecosystems are very rich ecosystems that have underpinned many families' economies throughout the year, namely in Aveiro. These activities are dominated by finfish aquaculture, sea bass and sea bream, which are produced under a semi-intensive regime. Mm-hmm. But despite the quality of these products, of the fish, and the know-how of the producers, this industry has been declining. And so by choosing these species of clams, we think we can help turn land-based aquaculture, starting in Aveiro, into a sustainable and competitive industry. So it's taking advantage of what is already going on in Aveiro and just to grow out.
Okay, thank you. And how do you plan to organize the production?
Okay, so we have several advantages in terms of organization, starting from our technology, but specifically addressing your question, the way we have our business model. So we are working with licensed aquacultures that will enable us to start production immediately. Mm-hmm. So we have a value proposition for them, which is to triple their turnover per hectare per year and slash by half the running costs. So we organize the production working with the producers, the licensed producers. And that's the best way to start, of course.
Okay. We understand that in terms of, in practical terms, you will run the production. You aim to run the production in modular lanterns with 5 levels.
Yeah.
Can you expand a little bit about that?
That's the innovative approach of our technology that will enable us to produce clams until reaching commercial size with no sand. And this is done exactly in those modular lanterns, which consist of 5 individual plates stacked in levels with a net to protect them from being harvested by predators and then immersed in water. Then we have another innovative aspect of our technological assemblage, which is we are able to feed the clams with the food they feed upon, which is microalgae. And what we do is we produce phytoplankton in indoor bioreactors, which are then used to inoculate the abandoned salt pans, the tanks, to foster algal blooms, like it is in most of the swimming pools people have, or the ones that are able to have swimming pools in the house. Sometimes they go to the swimming pool, it's all green, exactly for a similar process. And then by engineering the tanks, we are able to deploy this microalgae to the tanks having the clams with almost no energy, using gravity and the effects of tides. So we are introducing 2 innovative aspects, assembling them actually. No sand and feeding clams until reaching commercial size, which is something absolutely new worldwide.
Okay. These are the 2 key elements that, as you said earlier, will enable you to triple the production with half the cost?
Yeah.
Or are there any other sources of efficiency and also some other sources of productivity?
I would say that the measure is the choice of the species. we've talked about that before. Look, we are looking at species that are considered very valuable, gourmet species. They are regarded by gourmets, as chefs, as the best small clams due to its exceptionally good taste. So being valuable will add value to your business. That's why we triple the turnover, because we have a valuable species and a technology that allows us to slash by half, as I mentioned before, costs, running costs. That's how you are competitive in choosing the right species for Portugal aquaculture. A species, look, according to the Food and Agriculture Organizations of the United Nations, Portuguese is the major producer of, actually, presently is the major producer of carpet shells. So we have them here. We just have to brand them as Portuguese. You know, just like the Norwegians have the salmon from Norway, we must have our clams from Portugal.
These clams, are you expecting them to be competitive with currently? I think that worldwide, Asia has a proeminence place in servicing and supplying clams all over the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you see seafood fitting into that?
Global market would be great to reach there because I think we really have a product for a global market. But look, we have to start by Europe. And there is a key message that we have to bring to Europeans. It's that these clams that are now in the market actually are in nature. So the exotic become invasive species in nature and are replacing our groove carpet shells. So Europeans must be aware of this. They are, in fact, they are more competitive in terms of ecology, but once you cook them, you can see the difference. It's a much more valuable product in terms of palativity, in terms of taste that we have, that you can value. And then we can use the market already in place by Asian species and just try to replace them. Just like they are doing to us in nature, we'll have to do that in the market, replace that species that are being replaced in nature.
Well done. Can you tell us a little bit of how the project is so far? In what stage are you?
Well, we have a small pilot plan. As I mentioned before, we are assembling technology. So I will not say that we are in a proof of concept because that has already been done by our technological partners. At this moment, we are looking for investment. We will be needing soon 700,000 euros to start this operation. We will start by producing 30 tons of carpet shells. We expect that by 2019 we will be reaching a production of 90 tons with a yearly turnover of about 1.2 million euros.
Okay, so I understand you're looking, amongst other things, you're looking for additional sources of funding,
yeah,
just to grow,
yeah,
the production and get starting. Those expectations of trying to get proper funding, are they being met by you being here in this BioMarine conference? How is it working for you?
I hope so. I think that the meetings I had so far were very promising. People were really interested about this project because it's innovative in technological point of view, because it really brings a social perspective and an environmental perspective into Portuguese aquaculture. And I just hope that we're able to sign the contracts with the funding with the investors soon. The meetings seemed very promising, but we have to sign them, the contracts to make it happen. So, and another aspect is that we are also trying to meeting commercial partners to help us take our product worldwide.
Okay, thank you, Joaquim, for being with us and explaining how your project is going. And we wish you all the best and the best of luck in your sourcing.
Okay. Thank you very much, and thank you for having me here.